Wow, it's great to see that there's going to be new Power Ranger shows after Power Rangers RPM. No more ruining the past with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Remastered. It would be a real treat seeing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers at Universal Studios again. Remember Walter Emmanuel Jones as the lead character in Space Cases? Do you remember monster-themed shows such as Are You Afraid of the Dark and Ah, Real Monsters? I was hoping for season 2 of Wolverine and the X-Men. However, Nickelodeon still has popular licenses, such as Dragon Ball Z Kai, the recent acquisition of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Eastern-inspired, similar to Shinkenger, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and its sequel. Funny talking about Avatar, hearing about its live-action adaptation and casting choices, I figured that Super Sentai and Shinkenger fans would have outlashed against how they cast the Red Leader for Power Ranger Samurai. I hope that the actor is good and is able to portray a conflicted leader, always trying to decide what's best for his team as leader of the Power Rangers, as Red Ranger. I believe that the Blue Ranger should remain consistent with the Shinkenger footage and remain loyal to the Red Ranger, his leader, his lord. However, I also believe that the Blue Ranger should be a little different than his Shinkenger counterpart. A little less comical, or if not that, a little more straight-faced comedy instead of the over-the-topness that the Shinkenger counterpart has. Maybe a little like Han Solo, the cool comical type. Then there's the Green Ranger. He's not as loyal as the Blue Ranger is. He's always contemplating why he's a Shinkenger. I believe that's what the Power Ranger Samurai counterpart should be as well. And then there's the Yellow Ranger, the woman warrior. Contrast to the Green Ranger, she knows why she's a Shinkenger. She was born to be one. She was trained since birth. The pink one? The pink one I don't know too much about. It's been 10 episodes. She's definitely a contrast to Yellow and her loyalties to the Red Ranger. Sort of like the Green Ranger is. I recall the first thing she said was, were her dreams worth losing as she remains a Shinkenger? So yeah, I feel that most of the fundamentals of the Shinkenger's personality should remain the same. Well, you could add some stuff. Give the Power Rangers Samurai different hobbies than the Shinkengers have. As for Super Sentai and Shinkenger fans worry about downplaying or playing the Japanese theme at all, maybe they're learning Japanese, or maybe it's in Japan. Nickelodeon's Nihao Kai Lan is supposed to supposedly teach Chinese, or maybe they'll ignore it like Juan Tiger's Die Ranger footage in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2. The outfits really aren't going to be anybody's favorite. If Saban is lucky, comparisons may be made to Power Ranger Zeo's geometrically shaped helmets. The helmets seem to be homages to Shotaro Ishinomori's Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger and Jack Katai. Being a Final Fantasy VII fan, I'm a big fan of the Red Ranger's Buster Sword, even if it looks a bit like a toy. The Blue Ranger's bow seems to be an homage to Owl Ranger of Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger. Blue Terrain! In fact, the colors of the Ranger's costumes are homages to Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger. Most of the weapons are cool looking. I question how the Yellow Ranger learned how to use her earth-sliding shuriken thingy though. The mechs are creatively turned from geometric shapes into animals. I question how female fans may react to the yellow Ape Zord and the pink Turtle Zord. The Megazord looks like traditional samurai armor. I'd finally like to talk about the significance of the series. Its role as the 33rd installment of the Super Sentai series. After the 30th anniversary Super Sentai, Go-Go Sentai, Shinkenger, and before Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, there was Geki Ranger and Go-Onger. Geki Ranger had some pretty badass stuff. It had the animal spirits fighting, had Leon, a pretty badass villain. The Fault, the Red Ranger. He made animal noises. Didn't know how to fight, yet was a senshi. I'm pretty apathetic to the Scratch organization. Oh, and their leader is a cat muppet. From what I've seen, Go-Onger consists of Pokemon-like mecha with characters that lack depth. They're pretty campy too. Though humorous at times, Shinkenger knows how to hit its serious points as well. Overall, Disney isn't perfect, but neither is Saban. I don't think that the series will be an improvement over RPM. It'll definitely be a huge improvement over Remastered. It's really regrettable, yet understandable, that Eddie Gazillion wasn't brought over to the Saban brand. He was a true talent, a visionary for the Power Rangers franchise. Best of luck to him and to everybody else.